record this. Today we will take a look at the merge and append. Okay, so in SQL, in a SQL query language, we say merge is join and append is something like we use something called left join and inner join, full outer join, right? So these are your merge in Power BI. So in Power Query Editor, append is like a union all. You want to combine the data sets, you can use append. What exactly append is all about? To combine the rows from two or more tables or two or more files. Let's say you have the data set available, like the two different data sets are available. You want to combine these two data sets into a single file. So then that is what is called as append. So here, if you see here, product, so 3 records are there. 3 plus 3, 6 records got combined together, consolidated. You want to consolidate the multiple files in a single file, then we will be using this one, the append. Okay, so it's a pretty simple one. So now this question is, why do we need to append the data? So don't we get the data, the consolidated data from the source system? Not all the time you will have luxury to get the consolidated data from the source system. So what kind of scenario we will be getting the files? When do we have to do append? For example, this is my week 1 sales. This is my week 2 sales. Okay, so the management wants to see, they want to see the fortnight sales performance every 15 days once, right? Once in 15 days, they want to see the sales performance or the business performance. So every once in 15 days, if they want to see the sales performance or business performance, in that case, that if the data is available in a single file, it is fine. But let's say in this scenario, for week 1, if the data is available one file, and week 2, if the data is available another file. In that case, you need to combine these two things into a single file. Okay, and most of the time we'll be doing this. Apart from week 1, week 2, we might tend to get data from various source systems also. For example, you are purchasing raw materials, you want to do some kind of pricing analytics. Okay, you are receiving quotes from various vendors. So they'll be sending the data in different files. Okay, some people, they say, in our system we have JSON file, send the JSON, and they'll say the XML file, and some people, they send the data in the form of XLS. Okay, the file types will be different, but maybe, right, so you would have asked them to give the data in this common format. Sometimes you cannot expect them to give whatever the format, the common for that you use it. Okay, so end of the day, they will be sending the code in different files, different types of files. Okay, in that case, you need to, some cases what they do, they expose their website to the public using REST API. REST API, use something like API. Okay, using which they expose their data to the outside world. You need to go and use their API to access their data. Okay, so what we will do is, in this kind of situations, we want all the vendors' data to be made available in a single file. So that if you have all the vendors' data in a single common format of the file, with that you can do analysis. So you can find out the top 10 vendors with respect to the cost and the delivery time. The cost may be cheaper, but they take more time to deliver. Okay, time to market is very critical. So those kind of analysis you will build. So which vendors are potential customers, which customers are potential customers, those kind of things, they can do it. They can do the analysis. So in this kind of situation also, they append the data. Fine. So now I just quickly get into the Power BI desktop, and I'll show you how to perform append. This is my Power Query editor. So in Power Query editor, you can do append in a pretty simple way. Look here, in the, currently I'm in Power Query editor. Even in the Power Query editor, we can load the data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the new source and I will click on the Excel file, okay, Excel connector. Here we have something called append one.xls. Hide the OK button. And I'm going to load another file. For the sake of understanding, right, which data belongs to which topic, I have named this file as append1, append2. Even if you download this data, you can easily identify that. Okay, I just hit the OK button. So, all right, we have two files. I just rename this, and probably I'll just rename it as a week 1 sales. And sorry, I just give some meaningful name, sales. So as I said, in the case of vendor, the different vendors, they will send the data in different file type. And also the order of the columns, sometimes they may give additional columns also, right? Those columns that are not required for us, we need to clean up. For example, we need, these two files, right? So in order to generate in order to create a fortnight sales by fortnight, right? So, or if you want to see the business performance by every fortnight, we need to combine these two files, week 1 and week 2. Week 1, week 2 data is available, but before you append the data from this file to this file, right, you need to check, what are the columns are available. Okay, here first 3 columns, if you look at here, product, sales, currency, and if you see here, product, sales, currency is matching here, good. But here you have date 1, whereas here you have date column is there. And apart from this, you have location and other columns are there. If the management needs the location column should also be made available as part of the report, then you need to make sure that you have a location column is available here. Okay. If you don't have it, then you ask them back. I don't see the location column. Okay. So, but here, let's assume that they don't need the location column, but we can see some other columns, right? The blank columns and all is there. You do some kind of cleaning here. Remove these 2 columns. We don't need it because these 4 columns, you can see these 4 columns are matching. But the only thing is the date 1 is there. But what will happen is if you load the data from this file, when you do the append, now, what will happen is it will create a new column called date 1, because in this file, you don't have a date 1 column. It will simply append the data. But since there is a, the naming standard problem, right? It's a naming standard problem. So in that case, what you need to do is you need to check with the management. Okay, is this date 1 is same as this date? Okay, ask as many questions as possible, the relevant questions. Okay, don't ask the technical doubts with the customers, because they have given the task because we have the capability, right? Technically, we are good. That is the reason why they've given. Don't ask technical questions, but you need to make sure that the columns are correct. Whatever the data and the columns that we are using is the correct one. Later point in after creating the reports, everything, if they say no, it's wrong, you should have asked, right? Then we will get into some kind of blame game. So what will happen is if I do the append option here, it will still work. For example, Currently I'm in the Power Query editor in the home, but instead of going to transform ribbon, in the home ribbon itself, it is available. If you look at here, we have something called append queries. You need to click on the drop down list, and you have two options here. One is append queries, other one is append queries as new. So what is the difference between these two? If you select this one, it will combine these two queries data. So actually it's a table. In Power Query Editor, we call this a queries. Okay. These two queries will get combined, and finally you will have only one query. Okay. These two will get combined, and then you will have only one query here. But if you have only one query here, and if you want to take a look at what data was there in week 1 and what data was there in week 2, how many number of rows were there in each file, you will not be able to see it. If you use the first option, append queries, it will simply combine these two queries into a single file. That's all. It will not, retain these two files or queries. It will not, it will not keep this copy here. Okay. The output of that one only will be there, but we don't want that. Hence, I'm going to select the next option, append queries as new. So when I select this one, let's see what happens here. So here, two tables. If you want to combine two tables, you can do it. If you want to combine 3 or more tables, you can do it that way. Okay, and here I'm going to combine only two files, week 1 sales and with the week 2 sales. This one and this one. I want to combine these two things, and I am going to hit OK here. So now it got meshed. Very good. It got meshed. No error, nothing. But the challenge here is, look here, as I said, since the week 2 sales have a column by the date 1, it created date 1. So had they mentioned this column name as date, what would have happened is in the week 2 sales records date values would have gone into this one. Instead, what happened? It has gone in here. And since in the week 2 sales file, we don't have date column, it puts null value for that. And similarly, in the week 1 sales, we don't have date 1 column, it puts null for all the records of week 1 sales. But in week 1 sales, we have date column is there, it is there, but date 1 is not there. Since you are combining these two files into a single file, it creates, it considers this as an additional column. Which one? The Power Query Editor. So how do I handle this? And that is the reason why don't perform append upfront. So what you do, you just take a look at this and then see the column names are same. Okay. So the intended column names are same. Yes. If I, let me do one thing. I just, rename it as date here. If I do this and if I go back and see here, yes, we don't have a redundant column called date 1. Date 1, date are having the same values. Okay. But because of the naming convention problem or naming standard, which they followed it here was not correct. Hence, this value, because of this, right, a different column, it added another column, right? So if you look at this, but once you make changes, once you correct this, look here, you don't have to do the append again. It automatically gets reflected here. Got it? But append doesn't take care of the duplicate, eliminating the duplicate records. Append doesn't takes care of eliminating duplicate records. For example, these two records were already there here. Okay. And again, the same records repeated here. If you do append, it will blindly append it. So it is similar to your union all in SQL query. See, one is append, right, doesn't takes care of eliminating duplicate records. Eliminating duplicate records. It doesn't takes care of this. Okay. And other thing is in SQL query, In SQL query, we have something called union all. What is union all? Same thing. Let's say if I draw a Venn diagram, you have A and B. You have 1, 2, 3 values are there here. Here also you have 2, 3, 4. What will happen is 1, 2, 3, again 2, 3, 4. So you have something called union in SQL. Union. Yeah, you have something called union in SQL. In that case, what happens is the union operator takes care of eliminating the duplicate records. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4 only will be there. The 2, 3 are more common here, right? So hence what happens is it will not repeat the same thing again. It will remove the duplicate records and put union. But whereas union all, it will not eliminate the duplicate record. This is one of the interview questions. Okay. The interview they asked him, my students, he was asked by this question, what is append? Okay. So append, what are the caveats or append? So right. So what care you need to give after you perform the append? You need to check, are there any duplicate records are there? Okay. So because append, it will not eliminate the duplicate records. Okay, next, what is the SQL equivalent? In SQL, what is the equivalent to append in SQL? You take a Oracle or any RDBMS, so you have something called union all. It is equivalent to union all. Okay, the next question is, okay, is there any, the operator that is available in SQL to eliminate the duplicate records while you perform append or merge the data? So in that case, we use union. Okay. And the next thing is what you need to remember is another point which you need to remember is make sure the column names are same. In case the column names are not same, you need to rename it. And in case of any columns that are not required for you, you can remove it. In case of any blank records, you need to do it. So it is a best practice before you perform append. You make sure that you have the proper naming convention used for the column names, and also the data types are same. Okay. For example, in the here, the sales column, it is a whole number, but in this case, the sales is text data. What will happen is when you try to insert the, sorry, it should be opposite. Okay, let's say here it is a text data and here you have the numerical value. When you try to insert the text into numerical, it will throw an error. Okay, it will throw an error, but column order does not matter. For example, in this file, I have a product is there and currency is there and then sales column is there and date column is there here. For example, you have the sales column is there here. The order got changed in the second file. Okay. In the first file, the data are stored in this. The order of the columns are like this: product, sales, currency thing. So when you append, what will happen is in the first data set, you have sales column. The sales column, the currency will not get in here. In the latest version of Power BI, it automatically, for example, currency data will go to the currency column only, even though the order is not same. So this is your, let's say, this is your week 1 sales columns. This is your week 2 sales column. Okay, the currency is there here, sales is there. Even though the order is not same as your week 1 file, but still it has an intelligence to load the currency data into currency column, sales data into sales column. Otherwise, what will happen? Currency is a text value. In the numeric data type, if you load the text, it will throw an error, little job will fail. Order doesn't matter. The column order doesn't matter. But make sure that you are giving the proper, using the proper naming standard, and it does not, eliminate the duplicate record. That you need to understand. The equivalent command for append is union all. Okay. The second thing is, yes, that's what I said. What is the second thing? Data type. Okay, so make sure that the data types, for all. See, maybe the orders are same, but in the week 1 file you have the sales column text data type, and in the week 2 you have number data type. Sorry, here you have number, and then here you have text data. Second file. So in that case, you need to check why Power BI assigned text data type for the sales column. Okay, and then you need to address that. Okay, and then you need to convert as a number data type, and then only you need to perform append. Before append, explore the data. In case of any treatment required, okay, you need to treat it, and then only you need to append it. Because in the real time scenario, the volume of the data is very high. Let's say you have 10 million records are there. You have 15 million records are there. Okay, loading this data itself takes a lot of time. On top, when you merge it, it'll take longer time, and after 2 hours it'll throw an error. The 2 hours is wait time for you, right? Ideal time. You'll have to wait. After 2 hours, what will, for example, evening 6 p.m. you wanted to leave, but 6 p.m. The merge should it should combine these to get a single file. But unfortunately, by 5:59 p.m. it says error. In that case, again you need to restart it.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, why do we need to merge? Then we can just, if one file is uploaded, let's say one file is of your uploaded, we can just put it in our report. We can make it hourly load, right? We can make it this as a hourly loaded. Okay, 1 hour report, 1 hour load report is displayed. After 1 hour, again chain will run, and then another load will go, and then other.
Here 10 million records are there. Here you have 15 million records are there. See, week sales, right? Even 10 million is very less. Let's say you have 30 million records are there per week. Okay.
Mhm.
And here
Mhm.
you have 35 million records are there. You cannot load every 1 hour. The other
It's okay. It's okay. Even if it is a weekly load, then what I feel is it maybe have an exclusive timings or day to be chose, that for example weekly load to be loaded in the weekend, so that nothing server is already free for every task and can upload it in a very high frequency. Can possible if it is.
look here, I'm talking about this one. Walmart. Take Walmart
Okay.
in that
Okay. Okay. Okay.
everyday customer. Importantly, weekends they purchase like in the holidays, no?
Acha, acha. Okay, you're
In that
talking
kind
about
of
the retail.
situation, you don't have any outage. You cannot afford any outage. It should
So
be
you're talking about the sales right now.
sales. Yeah, so it
Okay.
depends on the industry you can choose. See, there is no transactions or anything happening during weekend, then you can go ahead and see. Even in the case of healthcare, every day customers are this one filing the claim, right? So some customers, the patients suddenly they develop some health problem, they get admitted in the hospital weekend also, right? So nowadays everywhere 365 button. Even if you say Swiggy, right, food delivering system, so in case you have a small sized business and if they don't operate during weekend, what you're saying is correct. So again, the loading strategy, let us not get in there. That is a different thing. We'll discuss it later. Okay. I have a separate topic called incremental refresh. That time we'll discuss about it. Okay. So here the 30 million records are in week one, week two you have, but you need to combine these two things because your manager wants to see every once in 15 days the business performance. Okay. Management. So in that case, you need to append this. And what you are saying is, okay, instead of having 30 million records in a single file, probably we can have smaller files, but still you need to combine everything into single file, isn't it? So combining when you do the consolidation, it takes more time, obviously. Hmm? But what we will do is instead of, yeah, like you said, right, instead of having two different files, you can have a separate file. So everyday sales, you can load it in this file. Okay, instead of having two different files, every day you store in a file like
But
this. But
in case we have to merge, then we can use dashboard. No, like we can
no.
just.
It is not recommended. On the fly doing the merge. It will literally slow down your report performance. Okay, so hence what we do is we first merge the data, consolidate data, and then what we do is we create the report. For example, let's say 100 users within my organization, they wanted to access. So when they view the dashboard at that time, if it is doing the merge, right, then it will take longer time. He has to wait. If you do this consolidation before the customers view the data, right? It will be good so that even 100 users, when they hit this report, the data is already consolidated. Okay, you don't have to the consolidation as and when the user looking at the report. Okay, here in this case, you need to look at scalability is also sorry, very important, scalability. Okay, so you need to the performance, your report should scale well. That means even 100 users, when they view the report, if the data has already been consolidated, then it will be faster. Okay, so you don't have to do any aggregation at the time of viewing the data. Okay, the scalability is very important. 100 users, and again, you have 2,500 retail chains are there. Okay, and not only one store, multiple store. Each store you have, each store each week 30 million records. Okay, so here each right, so 2,500 stores, scheduling the job, everything is pretty critical. Yeah, you cannot, it's not advisable doing the append while viewing the report. Okay, so that will take longer time. Anyhow, see, we have something called real-time loading, real-time data synchronization, near real-time data synchronization, intraday, the same day, every once in 2 hours, you load the data. Intraday or every 1 hour, you load the data. Intraday loading strategy and the weekly data loading and monthly data load. Everything is there. Different strategies are there. That's why let's not mix up now. You'll Okay, so at this moment, you just understand what is append, or what are the limitations with append, and what are the corresponding for the script or the operator that use it in SQL query. If you can understand, that is fine. Okay, so we are done with append. Hope you have understood what is append, what kind of scenarios you performed append. That is very important. In the case of vendor, you are receiving the data from multiple vendors, the same file. You can throw this scenario, okay? And the other one is like week 1, week 2. So every once in 15 days or every month, they wanted to review the business performance. For that, the data are available in weekly files. Okay, each week we generate one file. Yeah, that file will have these 7 days, each 7 days of sales data in it. So you need to combine all the things. This is the second scenario. Okay, the next one is the merge. So what is merge? Combining rows from 2 or more tables based on matching rows. That is what is merge. Okay, the merge is similar to joins in SQL. That is what merge is all about. For example, I have 2 different data sets are there, same as the previous example, but here it is slightly different. In this case, if I wanted to, uh, for example, in my report, I want to display the product name and then the cost price and sales, okay, and probably currency. Okay, currency. I want to display. But in this case, the product, sales and currency are available here. Right here, it is available, but the cost price is available here. In that case, I need to see, in this case, what happened? The required columns are available to different tables or files. Okay, so in that case, if I want to display or create a report with these columns, okay, I need to combine these 2 tables, or I need to merge these 2 tables using a common column. So here the product and products are common column, based on which you need to join this table. Okay, so here, but in this is called your lookup table. Lookup table. Lookup table. See, one student, right? She recently joined with the company, and what happened? They started discussing about master table, and she started calling me, asking me, "Sir, what is master table?" It is also called as a master table, lookup table, or dimension table. These names are used interchangeably. So what happens here is the product column. Let's this is a product ID. Okay, you just think that way, product ID. It should have a unique value in this. It should not have duplicate values in it. You know what is primary key? This is your primary key. In this table is the primary key. This is kind of a transaction table. Transaction table. This is not a primary key. This is the foreign key. You remember you are asking about agent, customer, and order table, right? So I explained to that time what is foreign key and what is primary key. So the values for this column is coming outside of this table, right? Because whatever the product ID that you use it here, the same product ID should be there here. But it can have duplicates here. The same product ID can repeat here. But whatever the product ID that you defined it in the lookup table or master, the same value should be available here. Okay, you cannot put some other product ID which is not available here. Okay, so in this case, what happens? These two tables, the common column is product ID. With this common column, you can join these two tables, which is nothing but merge. You can use either inner join, or you can use left outer join. These are the types of joins, and then a right outer join. Inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. Full outer join, and then anti-join, left anti-join, right anti-join. What is inner join? So this is my Venn diagram. Here you have A and B. So the common values.
Common value of A and B, sir.
Yeah. So this is nothing but A intersection B. Okay. A intersection. The common value between these two data sets are called your inner join. So here Nikon and Panasonic is there. Nikon and Panasonic is there. So hence it will join all the values. Okay, it will return all these 4 rows when you do the join. Okay, but when you do the join based on the common column product ID, so here you will get all the values. The product, all the four products will get displayed, and then the cost price from this table will be picked up. Wherever Panasonic is there, the cost price is going to be 1200 will be repeated. Nikon for 250 will get repeated here. You understood? And then the next one is the rest of the columns will come from here. Okay. So this is what your inner join. A intersection, the common value. What is left outer join?
Outer join means whatever is the left part of this your like A and B, the left, and will be displayed all the left side of your column,
Yeah.
including
So matching values
of
between
the
these two
B.
tables, and then non-matching value from the left side table. Okay.
Hmm.
That is what your left outer join. And the right outer join is the opposite. Okay. The right outer join. Only the right side. All the matching values, the common values between these two tables, and the non-matching values from the left side. The same thing is here. Okay. This is your right outer join. Matching rows between these two tables, non-matching value from the right side. Okay. Notice the full outer join.
Everything.
Everything. A union B.
Hmm.
And then left antigen. What is left antigen? What is right antigen? Sorry, ignore this. Only these values.
Okay.
If
अब
they ask you,
common छोड़ के leave the common one in difference. Present in difference one, like the one which is not matching, we have to display that.
difference, right? This is your A and B, right?
Hmm.
A and B, it is kind of a A minus B,
Yeah, correct, sir.
right?
Correct.
So here B minus A.
A.
The difference between A and B. Okay, and then that is what your left antigen. So the minus operator. In SQL, we use minus operator. I think in SQL Server, minus is not available. We need to use some other logic to derive this one. Okay. A minus B, B minus. So this is for left antijoin, right antijoin. Okay, now we will jump into, okay, now the question is, okay, when will you do the left outer join? Left outer join theory part is fine. So when will you do the left outer join? What kind of scenario? Tell me a scenario where you did the left outer join.
Like left outer join is when like we need for example if I'm taking this AB product, this one um if I want
Okay.
if I need the date.
LKP is nothing but lookup, okay, because space problem, I don't know, right? This is your order transaction. Order transaction. Every day, whatever the order comes, that will get in here. Okay, let's say, you raised an order by 10 a.m. and 10:41 a.m. Right, like you, many customers, they create some, they raise the order in your website. All the order related data, right, will get stored here. Whatever the orders raised by the customer will get stored here. Okay, the product lookup, right? So here you have something called product ID, and product name is there. Product name is there here. But here also you will have the PID, like product ID. But here in the order transaction, we don't store the product name. Okay. Then the product master table. So this is what, right? So this is the master table, lookup table, master dimension table, as I said. So here you will have the product ID and then the product name. So see, instead of see, in this case, the product name itself I consider as a product ID. So usually what they do, they'll put some numbers. Okay. For example, 1, 2 is your product ID. This is your product name. Okay. The product name will be stored in your master table. Okay. So in this case, let's we sell 100 products in your company. They sell only 100 products in total. Okay. They sell 100 products. Just because you sell 100 products, not necessarily all the customers can buy all the 100 products. For example, you have taken last week order, last week sales you wanted to, display it in a report. Last week, so not necessarily, all the week, all the customers should come and buy all the products, right? Though you have 100, can you understand, right? 100 products, you sell it in your shop. Not all the 100 products will be purchased by all the customers, isn't it? Or all the week, all the days. You agree or not? Okay, so why 100 products? I'll just say, five products. Right, you sell vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and then butterscotch ice cream, and then you have 5 different flavors of ice cream that you sell it. So customers, they come here. Listen, today the customers purchased all the time except the one specific item, they did not buy it. All the items out of 5 products you sold it today, but except one product you did not sell it. You understand or not? See, 1,100 products is fine. In the case of Amazon, they listed 1 billion products on their website. Not necessarily every day customer will buy 1 billion products, right? You buy one product, I buy one product. There are some products, none of them they buy it. For example, I give training in big data, and I give training in data science, machine learning, deep learning, and Azure Data Factory, DevOps also I give training. Not all the customers, not all the training program, the products that I can sell it, right? So some month they'll, buy big data. Some customers, they buy this product, the data science, right? Sometimes what will happen, Azure Data Factory, we did not get any inquiry at all. But they came for an inquiry, but they said they will do it later due to some reason. Okay, in that kind of situation, the left join is very much helpful. So your management wants to see, hey, what are the products we sold? What are the products that we did not sell it? In that kind of situation, look at this one, left outer join. Look here, left outer join, right? So this is very much helpful. What are the items that we sell? This is your product table. This is your product table. Product table. This is your order transaction, right? So here what will happen is the common. So what are the product ID is there in this order table that are available here? That is, these are the products we sold it. But the rest of the products that are not there in my order table, that means those products we did not sell it. So in that case, you can use left outer join. You understood or not? Very simple, right? For
Yes, sir.
example,
Meaning like,
look here. I don't have these two products. Okay, I did not have these two data. If you do left outer join, what will happen? Panasonic is matching, fine.
mm,
And then the left side is product table, and it will display Nikon also here. But here it will put blank here. So by
mm-hmm.
looking at the blank value, I can make out, hey, look here, this one, right? Here, what will happen is only Panasonic,
Panasonic is on.
Panasonic. And in addition to that, non-matching values, Nikon will also come here. But here, the cost price will be, displayed, but the sales is blank, right? It will be blank. And here the Panasonic, okay, the cost price is 1200, and here also 1200, and the sales is like 500, 8000, it will be there. Okay. But here, with this, what we can listen, hey, Nikon, when you look at this column, okay, Nikon, we did not sell it. This today, right? So let's say you took yesterday data, and yesterday data, this is what you can say. So this product we did not sell. Which one? The Nikon. So with the help of the left outer join, we can find out which products we sold, which product we did not sell it. Right? So if you can see it both. But if you use inner join, what will happen? Whatever the products you sold it, only that one will get displayed. Right? The common value. The common is
Panasonic.
Panasonic, only these two will get displayed. It will not display the Nikon.
Correct.
Wanted to know the exceptional thing also, right? What products we sold, so left outer join. Similarly, right outer join. If you put it in the other way around, right? So if you use it on the right side instead of left outer
Nikon.
join, yeah, the right side if you use it. Okay, first the transaction table. When you use the transaction table and if you do the right outer join with the product table, so right, it will give all the things. No. That is not the example for it. That's a different example altogether. Okay. So now you understood with the left outer join, isn't it? So the right outer join is helpful to find out the exceptional cases. Take the same example. So you are doing the right outer join with this table. Okay, this is your left side table. This is your right side table. What will happen? Matching values between these two datasets, Panasonic and Panasonic, and right, so Panasonic and Panasonic. And if you have something different, let's Sony. Sony, you have something like 1,200 US dollars, something like that. But whereas Sony is not there here, right? So ideally, they should have inserted the Sony here, and then only this record should have gone here. Okay, it violated referential integrity constraint, but we did not, create the foreign key and primary key explicitly. But in the flat file, how you can create it? The data comes in the flat file, CSV file. So when you take the flat file and do the right join, what you will do is you will get to know this one. Right. This is your left side and this is your right side. The Sony is not available here. It will put Sony. It will put the cost price null here. Okay. So null. So with that you can so why the Sony cost price is null. Okay. There is something called exceptional. Okay. The Sony value should have gone into this table. It is not there. Okay. There is a referential integrity constraint. Exceptional cases. Okay. So exceptional cases, you can identify the for right outer join. Full outer join, okay, I want to do some kind of like append. Okay. Left anti-join, when you can do it, when you can use it, left anti-join. For example, you have two stores, okay, in retail stores in your city. Let's say you live in Delhi. Okay, in Delhi you have one location. North Delhi you have a shop, and South Delhi you have one shop. So you wanted to understand what are the products that I sell it in North Delhi, which I don't sell it in South Delhi. I wanted to know that difference. If you want to find the difference, you can use join. Okay, got it? This is very important. So even if they ask you in detail, right, like this, end of the day, scenario matters. So what I do is to demonstrate that, I will just click on this and then I'll load something called sales fact. Fact table is something like the transaction table. The dimension tables are nothing but your lookup table or the master table. Okay, I just load this data. Okay, so here I have product ID, but I don't have the product name. Okay, what I will do is I'll just give some meaningful name here. Sales fact. The next one is I'll just load the another file called dim product. Dim product. Here we have the product name, product ID, product name, and cost price, and then category ID, everything is there. So what we need is we want this product name to be displayed here. Okay, along with the product ID, they want to see the product name also, because with product ID, we are selling thousands and thousands of products. Very difficult to understand, which product, what is the product name for this one? What is the product name for this one? Hence, if you display the product name along with the product, it will be good. In that kind of situation, also we'll be doing the merge operation, join. So in the home ribbon, just above the append queries, you will find the merge queries. As I explained to you, this is not advisable. Second option, merge queries as new. So in that case, what will happen is the product dimension sales fact will remain as it is. It will not get disturbed. And then next one is the dim product. Here you need to create the relationship because you are joining these two tables. So what is the common column between these two tables? Product ID. You select the product ID from here and select the product ID here. And here, if you see down here, you have a lot of options. You want to perform left outer join, right outer, full outer join. In this case, I wanted to use inner join, only matching rows. And you have used fuzzy matching to perform the match. So what is this one? Supposing I have a P00, capital P is there, whereas here small p is there. It is case sensitive, right? Power query editor. So in that case, if you select this one, it will ignore. So again, look here, if you expand this one, fuzzy matching options, use fuzzy. If you select this one, ignore case. The small p 001 and capital P0, both of them are same. Due to some data, entry issues, right? You will land up with some kind of issues. If you select this one, even if there is any data related issues, lower and upper case, it will simply ignore it. It will consider small p and capital P as same one. Match by combining text parts. Sometimes, P001 and P0 space 01 or P001 is there. It will do some kind of matching. More or less, both of them are same. This could be same and then it will do that. Okay, the combine. So here I'm not going to use this one. Okay, so you understood, right? What is fuzzy matching? It does the fuzzy matching. Okay, but here, if I want to merge it, you have to select the common column between these two tables, the product dimension and sales fact. The common column is product ID. I'm going to hit the OK button. So now a new query got created. These two table queries are still available for cross verification. Okay. So here I just right click on it. Okay, let it be there. And here I can see the product. Where is the product name? Product name is somewhere available here. Look here at this end. So dim product. And so now what I do is these three columns are something, strange columns. I right click on it. I just clean it up. So I have merged the sales fact table with the dim product table, but in the dim product table, all the columns are not displaying it. But what he says is you have some icon like this double arrow, and you can see table here. If you click somewhere here next to this one, you can see what values are in this table. Okay. So product ID, category ID, product name, cost price. These are the four columns that are available in dim product table that you can see it here for this corresponding row. So with this, we can understand in the first order, we sold coffee. Okay. And if you see the cost prices, okay, no, not this one. And it shows something else. Okay, maybe some kind of wrong value there. But this is the idea. For example, if I select it here, okay, let me do one thing. X, yeah, in this transaction, we sold X. The cost of the X were 30 rupees. Okay, fine. And what I do is I just click on this one. Now we have an option to choose the columns that we needed. Okay, I just go and unselect it. I want to use only the product name and then cost price. Okay, I want to display the cost price and the product name along with the product ID. I just click on OK. Here, use original column as prefix. Okay, and what I do, I just kind of click on this one. Okay, the product name and cost price. Already we have cost price column is there, hence it puts cost price dot one. So now what you do is you can drag these two columns towards your left side. You can drag the columns. In Excel, you cannot do it, isn't it? So if I put it here, okay, this is in this order, they bought coffee. Here also coffee, tea, eggs, and cashew nut, ice cream, individual meats, shampoo, dry grape. These are the product they purchased it. And then the cost price of this one is this. And then you can keep the list price also next to this one. You can drag and drop it. You can drag this somewhat closer to the cost price. Yeah, if I put it here. So the cost prices, actually you can keep it here, okay, like this. The cost price is 47, whereas the selling price was 50 rupees. So with this, you can easily make out the margin is 3 rupees. The same thing here, but T is something wrong here, the data here, and 50 and X 30 rupees and 33, 177, 180. The cost price should be lesser than your selling price. The selling price is nothing but list price. So with this example, you are able to understand what kind of scenario you can perform joins. So what you do is you can try the same thing. Okay. So what I am going to do is mesh next here. I just click on the wheel here. It will show what are the columns. If you want any additional columns, you can select it by clicking on it. For example, after you selecting this, and if you think you missed out some other columns, right? Some columns, you can click on the wheel icon. Another thing is next to the source, you have the wheel icon, click on it here, and then you can try the left outer join. Next is left outer join. That's all. You hit the OK button. Now it shows us it is going to do the left outer join. Fine, okay. And the next one is I just say unselect everything. Product name only I'm going to select it. Okay, what I'll do is I'll cancel it here. So I keep the cursor here. I select the last one. Okay, no, okay, you cannot do anything. You will have to do it here only. Okay, so here left outer join. Okay, I just click on OK. Left outer join, and I just do this one. And then I just click on this, and I'm going to unselect the product name, insert it, yes. And what we will do is, I just move this to somewhat closer to the sales amount. Okay, product name sales. And if you see here, if you scroll down here, can we see anything null here? What I'm going to do is I just select this one and see, yeah, all the products, we sold. We did not see any product that, that is an exceptional thing, which means whatever the products that are available in my dim product table, that is available here also. Okay, and the column dim product table of the table was not found. Okay, reordered columns. I just need this expanded dim product because we already did it here, right? We inserted somewhere here, and some reordered columns one. Okay. When you do reordering it, you can select it. Okay, the expanded product one. Okay, for which is demand. And we'll remove, yeah, the expanded dim product one. We have expanded the product name. Now I just reorder it. Next to the sales amount, if I drop it here, all the products, and then we will go and see anything else. Okay, next to this, the sales amount, can we see anything null? Nothing is null. All the values are available here. Okay. Okay, similarly, you just go here and click on it and you try other combinations. So try the right outer join and then left anti-join, right anti-join, left anti-join. So in this case, we are doing the left anti-join with this one. See, ideally, even the left outer join, we should have selected this table first. Which one? The product table first and then the sales product. You understood, right? So, okay, because the left side only when you put this one, in case of any exception, it will show. So what we did was not the correct thing. Can do it. Even a small change can also change the output. Now we will try it out. Look here, we got it. So this
Sir, you mean to
product,
say
listen,
that
this product we did not sell it. Right? Let me do one thing. I will just select this one and then I just select all the columns. Yeah, let it be there and accept this one. So we are able to catch the exception here, right? So if you see here, when we did the left outer join, dim product, and then the matching values between these two data set and the non-matching value from this, but it shows only this one. Yeah, rows only in first. Yeah, tell me, you are asking something?
Sir, you mean to say, sir, we have to always keep a smaller table first,
No,
then a
it's not.
bigger one?
Yeah, see, first understand the concept. Okay, I just tell you one thing. See, this is your, sorry, this is your left side, right? This is your left side, this is your right side. Here, if you keep the product table, and then if you, order transaction table here, what will happen is, what will happen? All the orders, whatever the products we sold it, right? Matching with the products that we sell it, it will get displayed. And the products that, that are not available in order table also will get displayed, right? But in this case, what happens is matching values, it displays only the, yeah, this is the idea here. Yeah, obviously integral. So what I did, right, I put this on the right side, I put this on the left side. So what will happen is obviously it will, whatever the products that we sold it in order table, those products already listed in my product table, right? Say yes or no. Are you able to understand? See, I told you the rule. Look here. You have the product table. Please concentrate here. Product table. You have the order transaction table. In the billing clerk, when you go to the billing clerk, once you pick up the items from the retail shop, you go to the billing clerk, right? So what they do is they generate the bill. So what they do, they will hold a sheet in their hand. If you look at it in India, right? They hold the sheet. Okay, the tomato is what is the product ID for the tomato? They will go and check it in this. This is nothing but the sheet is nothing but lookup table. Can you understand? Please, please concentrate here. Are you able to understand or not? See, if you go to the billing store in India, right? Here what they do is they have to generate the bill. Okay. Sometimes what they do, they type the product name, but they are not able to get the product ID. Right? In order to generate the bill, they need to select the product name, but that specific product name, it is not available. They have given some sheet. Here, P1
Yeah,
is
understand
Amam
that.
soap and
Yes,
P2
I
is
know.
something like Lux soap, right? So what they
Mm-hmm.
do is, okay, you picked up Lux, they don't know the product. So this kind of lookup table, that's all. Oh, this is the P2, they'll enter the P2 and the corresponding product name will get displayed and the unit price cost price will get displayed. Sorry, on the selling price will get displayed, right? That is the thing, lookup table. So
Yes.
here, whatever is there in the sheet, only that one, you need to generate the bill. Some cases, exceptional cases, right? So in that case, what happens is in this sheet, you have 100 products are there, P100. So since morning, morning to evening, right? So you sold P5, right? So P1, P2, P5, these are the products. So what you do is, if this is your order table, P1, P2, P5 only is sold it, P1, P2, P5. Okay, here you have P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 products. 5 products are there. You sell 5 products. But in the case of order, right? Since today customer purchase only P1, P2, P5 product. And P3, P4, they did not buy it. Even though they did not buy it, it display everything. So P1, P2, P3, because you are doing left outer join, P4 and P5. So in P1, they purchased it, okay, and P5 they purchased it, and P2 they purchased it. So the product name, selling price will be displayed here. Okay, selling price is something like a 5, 6, and 8. But whereas for P3, P4, it will show null. With this, you can understand, okay, these are the 3 products we sold out of 5 products, and this product we did not sell it. Left outer join. So obviously, if you have to do the left outer join, you need to select the product table first, and the order matters a lot here. If you select order table first, and then if you do the left outer join, so this one will become left side, this one will become right side. So this matters because if you change the order, the output will also change it. That is what I have shown. Intentionally, I did it that one. Which one? Look here. I selected the sales fact table first here, okay, and then the product dimension here. Now I change the order here. I just selected the dim product and sales fact table here. Left hand edge on rows only in first. So in this case, what happens, right? All the matching values and non-matching value only get displayed here. In this case, left outer join. If you see your table and if you select the units that you sold, sales amount and the product ID, that's all. Okay. And if you do this, you insert it. Look here, gel product, I did not sell it. This product, was not available in this order table. That means this product, we did not generate any invoice. If I don't generate any invoice for this product, that means we did not sell it. You understood? And the same way, you can try the right outer join. So you go here and then you select right outer join. In this case, what will happen is this table, right? All the products on the right side and this one. But in this case, So it is always good if you have the, yeah, it is correct only, correct order. It will display all the products. Is it? Will it display all the products?
Full outer will display all the products.
Yeah. But in our case, the right side table was sales table, no? So what is right outer join? Matching values between both the
Matching
tables.
value of
All
A
the
and
rest of the
B.
values on the right side table, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Right. So in this case, what happened? P001, right? If you see the dim product, how many products? 14 products are there. And then here, yeah, this is one problem. It will go by the last one. Here already we expanded it, right? So yeah, here itself we expanded it. How many products? 14 products. In total, they sell it. And here in this transaction file, we have, look here, product ID. If you click on this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and all the 12 and 4, 13 is not there. Let me see here. 13 is there, but 13 is not there. So this is another way of finding out the product which we don't sell it. Product ID 13, can you see it here? No, right? Yeah, so it is not there. The matching rows between these two, and then the non-matching value between, the matching rows and non-matching values on the right side. So here, this comes from which table? The sales fact table.
Right side all non-matching and
The
matching
0,
will
12,
be displayed.
matching rows and non-matching rows. 0, look
Non-matching.
here, 14. 0, 12 and 14. 1 second, let me just see here. 12 and 14, but 13 is not there. Yeah, because gel we did not sell it, right? Correct. That is what we have identified in the left joint. The right joint, when you do it, it gives us all the products which we sold it. So all the products, which we sold it, or all the products that we invoiced it, but along with that exception, right? So the exceptional one got ignored. That means the product. But here also, this is another way of checking it out, right? So which product we sell? When you look at this, okay, product 13, we did not sell it. You understood? So the order matters a lot. But if you do the left out region, what happened? It displayed only the P13, the gel only, right? So this is specific to Power Query Editor. If you use the left join, right? Or else what we will do is we'll just go and select the sales fact table here, and here the dim product. Okay, here left join I'm going to do. So in that case, what will happen? Product ID. Now you tell me what will happen. All the matching values between these two tables, and then the non-matching value. It is not that always you should use product on the left side, okay, and you can analyze this way. You just think that way. But by seeing the output, you can decide. So now it displays all the values, right? Earlier we got something else. Now we are seeing something else because we changed the order of the table. So ideally you go by the bigger table on the left side. But if you want to see the exceptional case, then you do it that way, okay? And product name, yeah, I should have selected this one also. Expanded dim product. Here I select the product ID also, okay? Okay, we are done. The product ID one comes here, and if you see here, look here, 13 is not there here, okay? If you wanted to capture the product which we did not sell it, right, then you need to use the product table on the left side. Okay, matching rows and non-matching values. But in the case of Power Query Editor, it returns only the non-matching values. So here it's same as your right outer join output. Am I correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is there, 14 is there. The order, so hence with this, what we conclude, the order matters. Okay. And here what I'm going to do is I just select this one. And then I do one thing here. So here I do the left outer join, but whereas here if I select the dim product, and here if I select the sales fact table and product ID in product ID, if I match it, you see this one, right? It is in progress. Yeah, here you can, yeah, here also it is doing the same thing, correct thing. But here I just unselect it. Product ID. And so this one comes from my product dimension table. I will insert it here. If I go and see it here, no, 13 is not there. 1 second. What happened here? Let me delete all the things because of which the confusions are happening. Because finally it tries to take it from there. Okay. And now if I go and check it one more time. So product dimension, I took the product ID in product ID. Okay, left outer join, I did this. Okay, and then I just okay, I expanded this one, right? When I expanded this one, okay, this one might be something wrong here. Left side you have the product table. On the right side you have the sales transaction table. Okay, here 12, 14 only is coming. Okay, and okay, filtered rows. After filtering this one, 12, 14 only is coming. Okay, there is something wrong here. Product dimension and sales facts, correct only, right? Left outed, all from first, okay, matching from second. Okay. But if I do inner join, so what we are saying is kind of inner join. Better you can delete everything. When it comes to merge, delete everything and then you give it a try. And I just select product ID and sales amount. Here it should show like that. So all the product except the 13, this is correctly showing it. Okay, inner join. So now what I do is, here I just go and select, here I just do, the left outer join. All from first, matching from second. Okay, and I just click on OK. There is, see, look here, all the products got selected, 14. And this comes from the, okay. There is something wrong here. Product ID, category, product name. And again, you have this one. Okay. Problem is better. I just create another one. Okay. I just create merge queries as new. The left side table was product and the right side is fact table. Okay, but in the earlier case here, the right side also it shows product table. Here also product. There's something wrong there. Okay, maybe you can revisit it. And I just select product ID and sales amount. And if I click on this, here, if you see here, 12, 14, okay, there is, okay, I'm going to say okay now, let it be there. But in this case, we will just select the product thing. Look here, you should check it here, okay? You should check this column product ID, not from the transaction, because in the invoice, whatever the products we invoice it, that one is there, except 13. But here in the product table, 13 is also there. And if you go to the 13, product 13, look at gel. Uh, and up to this, the values are from product table. Look here, null. You see null here. So for the gel product gel, we did not do any invoicing yet. Right? This is how you need to do it. So what I will do is I'll just rename it as a left outer join. Same way you can try with. So this is how you need to check that. Testing is also important. Okay, simply if you join it, that is not going to work. This is how you need to test it. So you need to see in the left side table is product dimension, right side is your invoice table. So if you want to see which products that we sold it, which product we did not sell it, for that, you need to right side, you need to do so the left join. In the case of left join, it will display all the products. And then the matching products from your invoice table also displayed along with this. But the non-matching value, in this case, the P13 product, that we did not sell it at all. Since the corresponding record in the sales table, sales fact table, it shows null. Are you able to understand, right? This is the thing. What I will do is I will share
Or
this
simply
report file.
those who are not matching. For example, those columns we are doing left or right or whatever the join we are doing on the columns, right? Not on the records. What I am believing in.
No, don't get confused. See, just imagine that Venn diagram. That is enough.
That's enough. That means we are just doing the outer, inner, whatever we are doing on the columns. So, like, it's been very simple, I think so. For A, if left outer, A ka pura A, whole A, and whatever matching in the B, will
Mhm.
just will tag that only. And the rest, it's not coming in our, it's not coming in
So
our.
look here, Kiran. So here, how about others? Others, you're not at all asking any questions. See here, you have product ID, right? Here
Correct.
also you have product ID. Here also you have product ID.
Huh.
Along with that, you have something order number and all, right? Here you have product ID 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. But here you 1, 3, 4. You build it for 134 today in today's transaction, right? If you take it from this table, so today we sold product 134 only, hence only 134 is there. But when you do the left outer join, what is happen?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, all the values will come. But
Correct.
two, we did not generate any invoice here. Hence,
But
since
2 will also come, sir.
yeah, two will also come, but here, blank because
Yeah.
there is some of nothing.
Acha, acha.
Now you understood, right? That is the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But
इसका मतलब that means
for
it's working
example, if
on.
you are using one second, if you are using sales fact table here, if you selected the sales fact table first and then
Hmm.
product table next, what will happen? Still, you are doing left outer join. So what will happen?
Sales fact table का जो product whatever
Yeah.
is the common in this sale fact table.
Correct, right? 134 only will be coming. The second
Correct.
will not come here. You understood, right? So now you
Hmm.
understood changing the order also produce a different result set.
अच्छा 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 समझ गया. Meaning like if I am just exchanging the name, I'm sales fact I'm keeping as my left
Mhm.
side and
Okay,
product I'm keeping at the right side. So
correct,
what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4. Second will not come.
correct, right?
Okay,
You
okay.
understood, right?
But do we need to do reshuffling like that, sir? Do we need to do like whatever is our left side, whatever is there is the right side? Do we need to do? Okay, it is up to the query actually where we have to apply for.
Correct. See, the point here is you need to decide which table
Hmm.
you want to do left outer join. In this scenario, product
Sir,
table should be selected first, and then you need to select
yeah,
fact.
yeah,
So,
because it is,
because
let's say that
your manager wants to see all the products we sold it, the products which we did not sell it. Whether we
It's
sell
up
it
to your
or not,
query, sir.
in my output, in my report, you should show those
Hmm.
products we sell it and those products we did not sell it. In that
So
kind of use cases, then you can go for left out return. But in this case, you need to do the left out return with the product table. You understood?
Hmm. Yeah. What I understood is it is up to your query, how your manager is asking you, how your client, how your end user is asking you the query
Yes.
to provide
Yes.
us the results.
Right? Based on which you need to decide. Okay.
Yeah.
Whether you need a left join or right join. Okay. So in that kind of situation, you can decide. So
Okay, sir.
with this, see, I'll share this report file right after this session. You just
Okay.
practice the other left anti-join, right anti-join, right? Come up with your own interpretation. Okay. What we'll do is we'll circle back on this Wednesday and you try
Okay,
all
sir.
these kind of match. So in today's session, we looked at what is append, what is
Inner
match,
join, outer
and
join,
based
everything,
on
all
we
joins.
discussed about the scenarios, right? What kind of scenarios, which one will be helpful, right? And also we discussed about in the case of merge, which is nothing but the join, changing the order of the table can lead to produce different output. You need to understand that one very clearly.
Hmm.
Hope you would have understood, right? Okay, fine. So any
Yes, sir.
other questions? How about
No.
others? Deepa, Raja, and Sushmita. So they are freshers. Any of you just watch my video and practice it, and pause my video and practice it so that you'll be able to understand. Still, if you are not clear. Fine, guys. Since you don't have any questions, I'm going to wrap up the session. We'll this Wednesday we'll circle back. Okay. Bye. Take care.